Yo, I just found the top 5 best $1 no-risk trade-ups that will make you a lot of money in 2025. So some of these trade-ups will be insanely profitable and some of them will be less profitable, but they will be easier to spam, so make sure to try all of them out. But anyway, for the first trade-up, we'll be doing this StatShack clutch trade-up. And to do it, you will be needing 10 milspec StatShack field-tested clutch skins. So the best thing you can use will be the Bison Night Riot, since that only costs you 11 cents. But you can also use any of the other clutch skins, by the way. But these other skins cost 13 cents, so this trade-up will be a bit less profitable if you use them. Now the key thing for this trade-up is you need to keep the average float to be below 0.163. This float requirement is a bit hard, so do keep that in mind, but as you can see here, the profitability is insane. It's almost 140% profitability. Now overall, this trade-up will cost you $1.12, and for the outcomes, the best outcome will be the Glock Moonrise, which will be a $1.60 profit. Then the rest of the outcomes will give you profits anywhere from 10 to 20 cents, so there really is no losing in this trade-up. So I have 5 attempts for this trade-up, and hopefully we can get the Glock Moonrise for insane profits. First attempt, worst outcome, then we get the Mag 7 Swag 7, then for the third trade-up, still no Glock Moonrise, fourth trade-up, another Mag 7, and for the last trade-up, we finally hit the Glock Moonrise, so that took longer than expected, but since this is a no-risk trade-up, I am happy with the results. So by the way, one more thing to note about that trade-up is if you're having a hard time getting the floats for that trade-up, you can use 1 or even 2 minimum wear skins instead, and as long as you keep the average float to be below 0.163, that should be good. But anyway, let's move on to the second trade-up. Second trade-up is a trade-up that I don't think I've shown before, so this will be a very simple milspec kilowatt trade-up. So we will be using 10 field-tested kilowatt skins, and to do it, you can use either the Nova Dark Sigil, the Mac 10 Lightbox, and the UMP Motorized, which will cost you around 11 to 12 cents each. Now, the average float of the 10 skins now only needs to be less than 0.223, which is way easier than the first trade-up, and I promise you guys it is quite easy to get the floats for this trade-up. Now, the total cost of the 10 skins will be around $1.12 each, and for the outcomes, the best outcome will be the Glock 18 Block 18, which will be a 67 cents profit after Steam tax, and the sawed-off analog input will be a 50 cents profit after Steam tax. Then, the rest of the outcomes will cost around $1.15 at the Steam market. You will lose a small amount after Steam tax, but it is really negligible since overall this will be a very profitable trade-up. As you can see here, the profitability is 113.39%, so as long as you spam it, you will be making some good amount of money. Are you looking for low float skins for your trade-ups? Well, I just found this low float skin for the Sprint Stream trade-up easily on SkinsMonkey. So SkinsMonkey is a site where you can trade your skins safely and easily to get those nasty CS2 skins. And for you guys, SkinsMonkey and I are giving out a free $5 on your first trade if you put in my code also. They're also giving away a bunch of free skins, and using my code you can get a 35% bonus on your deposits. So make sure to check them out, link is in the description. On to the third trade-up. This will be a milspec recoil trade-up in where we will be using 7 minimal wear recoil skins and 3 factory new recoil skins. So for the minimal wear skins, you can use any of these 3 skins, the UMP Roadblock, the Negev Drop Me, and the Mac 10 Monkey Flash, which will cost you around 12 cents each. And for the factory new skins, you can really only use the Galil Destroyer, which will cost you 28 cents. Now, the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.07, so I recommend you guys to use minimal wear skins with an average float less than 0.085 and factory new skins with an average float less than 0.035, and the total cost will be around $1.68. And for the outcomes, the best outcome will be the Dual Berettas Flora Carnivora, which will be a 50 cents profit. Then the Revolver Crazy 8 will be a 31 cents profit, and the rest of the outcomes will be some good profits of around 1 to 5 cents each. So overall, again, this is a very spammable trade-ups. The floats are a bit easy to get, and as long as you have the time and patience, you will be making a lot of money with this trade-up. Now on to the fourth trade-up. This will be a milspec Prisma 2 trade-up in where we will be using 7 Milmore Prisma 2 skins and 3 factory new Prisma 2 skins. And for this trade-up, for the Milmore skins, you can use these 3 skins which will cost around 12 to 13 cents each. And for the factory new skins, you can use the Revolver Bone Forged, which will cost you around 28 cents each. And again, the average float needs to be less than 0.07. So the Milmore skins needs to be less than 0.085, and the factory new skins needs to have an average float below 0.035, and the total cost will be around $1.70. And for the outcomes, as you can see, it is all green all around. So the best outcome will be the Fever Dream, which will be a 65 cents profit, but the rest of the outcomes are still good profits, so we'll definitely take that. Now, this trade-up has a profitability of over 118.80%, so this is another really profitable and also really spammable trade-up, so make sure to try this one out as well. On to the last trade-up. This will be from the same collection as the first trade-up, but also different.
Same, but different.
So for this trade-up, you'll be using 10 minimal wear clutch skins, and you can use any of these 5 skins here, which you can get for around 13 cents each, and the average float needs to be less than 0.076. So if you are having a hard time getting the floats to be less than 0.076, you can even use one factory new skin if you want, but do note that that will bring your profits down a bit. Now, the total cost of this trade-up will be $1.30, and for the outcomes, it is really similar to the first trade-up, where we get a 50 cents profit with the Glock Moonrise, then around a 20 cents profit with the rest of the outcomes. And for the profitability, we will be getting a profitability of over 119.23%. So I really recommend you guys to try this one out and make some money. Now, if you want to know the best way to make money on this operation, make sure to check out this video. And if you want to see 50 more $1 no-risk trade-ups, make sure to check out this other video. Otherwise, peace out, boys.